Good afternoon and welcome to Bill Simone Field as we get set for this afternoon's matchup between the Pacific Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. First two games of the day got rained out, but fortunately the final game of the day between the number 7 Oregon Ducks and Pacific Tigers looks like we'll be able to get played here tonight. The starting lineups for the Ducks have the DP Jerry Ann Glasgow, catcher Janelle Vault, and batting ninth and playing second for the Ducks will be Lauren Lindvall, while the Ducks in the circle will have Sheridan Hawkins, while the Tigers, who are wearing their orange uniforms for the first time this season, now have taken the field. And from left to right in the outfield, Lauren Rowan, Anderson, and Santos. In the infield at third, Molly Bourne, Melanie Habib at short, Nicole Zapatozzi at second, Sydney Lawners at first, and behind home, Rachel Sellers coming off yet again another West Coast Conference Player of the Week honor. While in the circle for the Tigers, the junior right-hander Cassidy Gustafson. Gustafson on the season, starting in her 7th game of the season, is 3-1 with a 2.4 ERA in 32 innings. She has allowed 13 earned runs, 18 walks, and 15 strikeouts, as she will have the tough task of facing an Oregon Ducks offense that is among the best in the nation. Tigers earlier this season had a win over number 3 LSU in a game that Gustafson was in the circle for, so Gustafson will look for her second win over a top 10 ranked team this season, as Alyssa Gillespie will lead it off for the Ducks. Gillespie on the season batting .451, a senior right fielder, as the first pitch from Gustafson, the bunt is missed for strike one.
First pitch, 4:34 p.m.
Gillespie leads the Ducks with 22 runs scored. And the 0-1 fouled off at the plates. Mentioned the Ducks offense. They enter this weekend 4th in the nation in batting average, hitting .377. Second in home runs, 1.9 home runs a game. In fact, they've hit a home run in 14 straight games, as that pitch misses for ball one. Oregon started the season 8-4, have now won 9 straight, 5 of those 9 coming in run rule shortened games. As the 1-2 is hit into center field for a base hit past Zapatozny. So Gillespie with a leadoff single to get us going here.
For the Ducks, shortstop number 3, Nikki Udria.
Some parts of the sky have sun, some dark clouds as well. Hopefully we'll be able to play tonight's game without any rain. As shortstop Nikki Udria steps in. Udria batting .500 on the season. First pitch swing and a miss for strike one. Udria is on a 14-game hitting streak. Leads the Ducks with 7 home runs. Important here for Gustafson to not allow very many extra base hits, as that bunt is foul. Sellers hopped up and threw down to first, but home plate umpire Mark Maciel called foul ball. Mentioned the Ducks 14 games in a row they've hit a home run. They also average 2 doubles per game. 10th in the nation in scoring, 8.33 runs per game for the number 7 ranked in the nation Oregon Ducks. .02 misses outside. Gustafson had gotten ahead 0-2 on the leadoff hitter Gillespie before Gillespie was able to single back up the middle past the pulled in infield. And now the 1-2 is lined right into the glove of Lawners, and that'll be a double play. Outstanding catch there by Sydney Lawners. As had she not been able to snag that one, that would have been down the line and into the corner for extra bases, and instead it's 2 outs. So just like that,
The batter for Oregon is the center fielder number 7.
two down
Costa.
and no on, as that'll bring up Coral Costa. Costa on the season, batting .525, which is 17th in the nation in batting averages. The first pitch from Gustafson misses in the dirt for ball 1. Really the entire Oregon batting order, 4 or 500, almost all of them. And that's without their best hitter from last season doing very well. As that pitch misses for ball 2. And taking the 2-0 pitch in the dirt is ball 3. Costa on the season has walked 8 times and make that 9 as Gustafson with a 4-pitch walk to Costa. 3-0 pitch looked close.
Batting fourth, designated player number 12, Jerry Ann Glasgow.
So that'll bring up the designated player, Jerry Ann Glasgow. Hitting .333 on the season. As Gustafson this time hits that corner for strike 1. Glasgow last weekend had a walk-off double to beat Florida Atlantic. And that's grounded past Zapatozzi and into center. And Tigers are able to cut it off, and we're going to have a play at the plate, and they throw up the line, and coming in to score is Costa. So a 2-out double, and the Ducks lead 1-0. Ball was hit hard, and Anderson was unable to get it before it rolled all the way to the warning track, and the relay throws not in time as Costa running with 2 outs on contact, able to score from first. So looked like the Tigers were going to be able to escape the first without giving up a run. Fortunate double play, but then the 2-out walk comes back to hurt the Tigers as that pitch to Lindvall misses for ball 1. Lindvall on the season batting .340. And the 1-0 in there for strike 1. They'll actually give Glasgow just the single and then advances to second on the throw, but still a nice job of base running there by Costa to score from first on a single to center. Two outs, runner on second. The 1-1 misses high for ball 2. Bit of a swirling wind at times right now, blowing out towards center. Yeah, it's the 2-1. Misses the outside corner for ball 3. And the second walk now of the inning as Lindvall will head down to first. So the Ducks will look to continue their 2-out rally here as up comes
the third baseman, number 00, Jenna Lilly.
Third baseman Jenna Lilly. Lilly batting just .231 on the season after leading the Ducks last season. And now a conversation in the circle. Mentioned the 2 games earlier today were canceled because of rain. Fortunately, the weather cleared a bit and able to play here late afternoon, early evening. So Lilly bats here with 2 on and 2 outs as the first pitch from Gustafson misses high for ball 1. Gustafson was able to limit the LSU Tigers offense to just a lone run earlier this season in the Tigers' 2-1 win over the Tigers. It's already allowed a run here as that pitch is fouled off out of play down the left field line. Lilly on the season, 9 runs batted in, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and that's going to be number 3 as that ball is absolutely crushed to right field. So the 2-out rally for the Oregon Ducks continues. The now 15th game in a row the Oregon Ducks have hit a home run and the Ducks lead 4-0. So all 4 of these runs coming with 2 outs. Tigers got
14,
a double play to have the bases empty with 2 outs and then a walk. Single scoring a run from first, and then after another walk, the home run from Lilly. And that'll bring up Haley Decker as that pitch misses low for ball 1. Decker batting .271 on the season. And the 1-0 is in there, a called strike. One misses low. Big swing there, fouled off down the right field line. And that ball is hit well to center and will hang up, but get over the head of Anderson off the wall into center field. So another extra base hit as Decker slides in with a 2-out double. Looked like it might have hung up long enough for Anderson to make the catch, but she kind of turned and it kept going over her head and off the base of the wall.
Fielder number 21, Gwen Sekis.
So the first double of the inning, second extra base hit of the inning, and that'll now bring up Gwen Savekis, who's hitting .361. And the first pitch to Savekis is in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 inside. Gustafson still looking for that 3rd out of the inning as that pitch misses low for ball 2. Two one. Again, another well-hit ball into the sky, and that'll be looked like it was going to be caught by Santos, but as she hit the wall, the ball popped out. So Savekis with a double, and that scores Decker, and the Ducks now lead 5-0.
The second baseman, number 8, Lauren Lindvall.
Oh, nearly a nice catch made by Santos, and crashing into the wall with the Pacific Tigers sign there in right center. It popped out, and we're going to have a pitching change, and so we'll take a short break and be right back. The Ducks have scored 5 runs, all coming with 2 outs here in the first, and the Ducks lead 5-0. You're watching Pacific Softball on Pacific Digital Network. Thought we were going to have a pitching change, but guess we won't. Gustafson stays in the circle. Somebody was throwing for the Tigers and looked like she ran down to be ready to come in, but it broke, and Gustafson remains in the circle. So the Ducks now with their 9th batter sent up to the plate. This inning, Lauren Lindvall, the second baseman, bats with 2 outs and a runner on second. Lindvall on the season, batting .351. And that pitch is grounded just foul. Nearly another likely extra base hit, but just going foul there. One off-speed pitch had Lindvall out in front, fouling it back for strike 2. Despite the cold, windy weather, nice crowd here at Bill Simone Field for this one. The 1-2 misses. And all this has come with 2 outs. A walk, a single, a walk, a home run, and back-to-back doubles. As the 2-2 misses outside for ball 3. Middle infield playing back as that pitch is fouled off towards the Tigers on deck circle. And 3-2 hit high into the sky in the infield, and Habib will make the catch for out number 3, but not before the Oregon Ducks put up a 5 spot in the first. We will take a break and be right back. You're watching Pacific Softball on the Pacific Digital Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the first inning with the Oregon Ducks in front 5-0. The Tigers, who have been putting up runs in bunches, are going to have their work cut out for them here this afternoon as they trail 5-0. And the Tigers will have Sarah Anderson leading off, followed by Molly Bourne, Nicole Zapatosny, Sydney Lawners, Rachel Sellers, Cassie Gustafson, Haley Moran, Rowan, Melanie Habib, and then Tony Santos. As in the circle for the Oregon Ducks is a senior left-hander, Sheridan Hawkins. Hawkins on the season, 6-2 with a 3.41 ERA. Hawkins leads the nation in strikeouts per 9 innings. 10th overall in total strikeouts as she gets the start here and spotted a big 5-0 lead. Hawkins on the season averaging 12.3 strikeouts per 7 innings. Although the Tigers have faced some top strikeout pitchers here in Stockton already, facing Lily Fetchko from Purdue, and the first pitch from Hawkins misses outside for ball 1. Tigers also face Sierra Highland from Cal Poly, who's number 2 in the nation in total strikeouts. As the 1-0 misses high and outside for ball 2. So the third time this season a top 10 strikeout pitcher facing the Tigers here. In fact, the number 1 pitcher in total strikeouts right now is BYU's McKenna Bull, who we'll see here later this season. As the 2-0 to Anderson in there for a called strike. Hawkins with the 2-1 pitch. In is low for ball 3. Mentioned Hawkins 94 total strikeouts on the season. Although she's given up 3 earned runs or more in almost half her starts, as the Tigers will get a leadoff walk. So Sarah Anderson reaches base for the leadoff walk.
Baseman number 30, Molly Bourne.
Hawkins just her 22nd walk of the season to go along with the 94 strikeouts in 53 1/3 innings. So up comes Molly Bourne. Bourne batting .208 on the season. Corner infield playing well in, as that pitch from Hawkins in there for strike 1. Hawkins certainly not the quickest worker as the 0-1 misses low and inside. Hawkins, in 6 of her 11 appearances this season, has allowed 3 earned runs or more. It's a 1-1 fouled straight back for strike 2. Tigers come into today with a 3-game winning streak. As the 1-2 misses in the dirt, and now heading down to second and in safely is Sarah Anderson. So a nice job of base running there. That ball did not get very far from the catcher Linval, and really didn't even roll out of the opposite batter's box, but Anderson showing off her speed heading down to second. And so the Tigers will have a runner in scoring position. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Molly Bourne. Last week in Seattle, Tigers beat Boise State, Montana, and Seattle, averaging over 6 runs a game while doing so, as that high fly ball in the infield will be caught by the second baseman Linval. Could see fly balls here tonight could be a bit of an adventure with the swirling winds at times.
Number 7, Nicole Zapatosny.
So Bourne is retired on the fly out in the infield, and so with 1 out and a runner on second, up comes second baseman Nicole Zapatosny, who has found her power as of late. Now with 4 home runs on the season, hitting .321, and she shows bunt and pulls back and takes a called strike. Zapatosny through the first 10 games of the season had not had a home run before. During the Libby Matson tournament, she hit 3 and another last weekend, so up to 4 on the season for the senior, as the 0-1 hits the outside corner for strike 2. Zapatosny, 13 runs batted in, 3 doubles, 4 home runs. The 0-2 hit well down the right field line, but foul. Saw it 2 weekends ago. Many times Zapatosny seemed to fall behind in the count 0-2 before working the count full. Hawkins checks her wrist and now gets set for the 0-2 pitch. And Zapatosny this time hits it high and foul down the left field line. No balls, 2 strikes. And is able to lay off there as that pitch is in the dirt. Apologize for some technical issues at times. Hopefully we got stronger cable set to make sure the feed stays solid here on a very windy late afternoon. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Anderson, the runner, at second. Hawkins fires once again in the dirt, and Zapatosny watches it bounce by for ball 2. Lahner's on deck as the 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3. So as mentioned, Zapatosny has shown a good ability to work the count full after falling behind, and that's what she's done here, is making Hawkins work. Count now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tigers with a runner on first, looking for their first base hit of the night. As the 3-2 pitch this time fouled straight back.
Once again, please return all foul balls to the press box.
Tigers will also play the Ducks tomorrow. Time to be determined as the schedule may change. Some rain expected later in the day as the 3-2 pitch this time is low and Zapatosny goes down on strikes. So Zapatosny battled, but Hawkins with her first strikeout. So it's
the batter for the Tigers is the first baseman, number 44, Sydney Lawners.
So Hawkins gets her 95th strikeout of the season, and the Tigers now with a runner on second and 2 down. Up comes Sydney Lawners. Lawners hitting .386 on the season. As that off-speed pitch misses high for ball 1. Lawners, the sophomore from Laguna Hills. Bats from the right side. Batting .444 with runners in scoring position. That pitch misses outside and low for ball 2. Two-0 pitch misses well inside. Count now 3-0. Tigers have not gotten a base hit, but certainly have made Hawkins work. Anderson worked a leadoff walk. Zapatosny worked the count full. Lawners now ahead in the count 3-0. We'll see if she's given the green light to swing away. And she watches that pitch miss high for ball 4. So the second walk of the inning given up by Hawkins, and that'll now bring up catcher Rachel Sellers, who has had an outstanding couple weeks.
Now batting for the Tigers, the catcher, number 10, Rachel Sellers.
Sellers, who was named the West Coast Conference Player of the Week for her performance last week. It was the second time in 3 weeks that she had earned that honor. As during the weekend in Seattle, she was hitting .875 with 13 total bases. A nice write-up in today's Stockton record. As she bats here, hitting .429 on the season, 2 on, 2 outs. As the Tigers look to put together a 2-out rally after the Ducks put up 5 with 2 outs in the top half. Sellers with the wide stance. And that pitch bounces in the dirt for ball 1. And the crowd scrambling as rain has started to fall. I couldn't even tell really. I could notice because of people running and moving around as the 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2. So Anderson, the runner at second. Lawners, the runner at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. As that pitch sails high, a nice job by the catcher Linval to make the catch and keep the runners from moving up a base. And now time is called as the Ducks will have a conversation in the circle. And Lincoln Center is Stockton's premier shopping and dining destination. Enjoy boutique shopping. Our award-winning restaurants and family-friendly atmosphere, conveniently located at Pacific Avenue and Benjamin Holt, less than 15 minutes from the University of the Pacific. Visit LincolnCenterShops.com for a list of stores that offer a discount to all UOP students. Lincoln Center, always in style. So, the conversation here in the circle with Hawkins. Mentioned the Ducks have won 9 straight. 3 of their 4 losses this season have come to teams ranked in the top 25. 2 of those coming to number 7 at the time, Louisiana, also with a loss to Kentucky. So, 2-2 pitch with 2 down and 2 on, and there's a big swing and a miss. So Hawkins gets her second strike out of the inning. So the Tigers get a pair of walks but do not score after 1 inning. Oregon leads Pacific 5-0 on PacificTigers.com.
Pacific in the bottom of the first inning.
Welcome back to Bill Simone Field as we head to the top of the second inning with the Oregon Ducks leading 5-0. The Ducks sent 9 batters to the plate in the first inning. So that'll mean they will have Elisa Gillespie to lead it off once again here to start the second inning. Gillespie led off the game with a base hit up the middle. She then was caught off first base on a line drive by Udria that was caught by Lawners before the Ducks got a couple extra base hits, a couple walks to score 5 runs with 2 outs. The first pitch to Gillespie from Gustafson misses for ball 1. And that is going to get past Zapatosny once again. This time will roll into right field. So once again, Gillespie with a leadoff base hit here in the second inning. So Gillespie now 2 for 2, and once again, that'll bring up
the shortstop number 3, Nikki Udria.
The shortstop, Nikki Udria. Udria hit a line drive, likely headed down the right field line for extra bases, but a nice catch by Lawners, who made the catch and then was able to step on first for the double play. As the first pitch from Gustafson, Udria shows bunt and pulls back and takes for ball 1. They'll appeal, but did not go around, says umpire Scott Matthews. Michael Hurst, the umpire down the first base line, and that ball is hit wall to center, and that is going to be gone as didn't look like she got all of it. Almost looked like it hit the inside part of her bat, but Anderson spinning around, and eventually that ball goes over the fence in center field. So the second home run of the night for the Ducks, and the Ducks lead 7-0. And we now will have a pitching change, so we will be right back as Oregon leads Pacific 7-0 on PacificTigers.com. Welcome back as the Tigers have gone to the bullpen after Udria's 8th home run of the season, which leads the Ducks now a 15-game hitting streak. As her 2-run home run made it 7-0, and chased Cassidy Gustafson from the game. So the Tigers have gone to the bullpen and brought in Megan Walters, who will have the tough task of trying to slow down this potent Ducks offense. As the first pitch from Walters to Costa misses for ball 1. Costa started the 2-out rally in the first with a walk, then scored all the way from first on a single as that pitch is in there for a called strike. Little pre-frame that had people screaming. Looks like it stopped as that pitch misses inside for ball 2. Walters on the season in 23 innings has an ERA of 3.04. Has allowed 10 earned runs, walking 9 and striking out 9 as that pitch in there for strike 2. Infield playing back. Middle infield almost on the edge of the infield dirt and outfield grass. As the 2-2 pitch is hit past a diving Habib into center field, so the 8th base hit already for the Ducks.
The batter designated player number 12, Jerry Ann Glasgow.
That'll bring up the designated player, Jerry Ann Glasgow, now hitting .347 after an RBI single in the first. As the first pitch from Walters misses for ball 1. .1-0 outside and in the dirt for ball 2. Mentioned the Ducks are averaging 8.3 runs a game, and they're almost at that here. Is a nice job there by Habib to get to that and then get Costa out at first. So Glasgow reaches on the fielder's choice, 6-4. Costa retired at second for out number 1. And that'll bring up catcher Janelle Lindvall. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Glasgow at first. During the Ducks' 9-game winning streak, 5 of those have come from the run rule. 8 of 17 wins on this season have been run rule shortened games. comebacker right back to the circle to second for one, and the throw to first in time. So Walters comes in and gets 3 outs without allowing any more runs, but a 2-run home run adds to the Ducks' lead after an inning and a half. Oregon leads Pacific 7-0 on PacificTigers.com. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers trail the number 7 ranked Oregon Ducks 7-0 as the 6, 7, 8 part of the Tigers order is due up here in the second inning as Cassidy Gustafson will lead off. Gustafson on the season batting .280. Has a double, triple, and 3 home runs. As she looks to try to get the Tigers back in it after she had a rough night in the circle, allowing 7 earned runs in an inning plus as the first pitch from Hawkins misses for ball 1. Hawkins did allow 2 walks in the first inning, but did not allow a base hit as the 1-0 pitch in there on the inside corner for strike 1. Gustafson batting .250 when leading off an inning as that pitch misses inside for ball 2. One big swing and a miss there for strike 2. Tigers' last 2 games have seen them score 7 runs and 8 runs, and they're going to need at least that here tonight if they're to come back and try to pull off the come from behind upset win. Tigers have scored at least 7 runs in a game 6 times this season, so Tigers are certainly capable of scoring runs in bunches, but they're going to have a tough time doing that here tonight against Sheridan Hawkins as that pitch is a called strike 3. And so down on strikes goes Gustafson for out number 1 here in the second inning. The second, or I should say the third strikeout of the night for Hawkins. So with 1 out and no one on, up comes Haley Moran-Rowan, who is hitting .229 on the season. Batting in the 7th spot in the order. Has batted as high as 2 back 2 weekends ago here during the Libby Matson tournament. Corner infield playing in, especially Lily at third as the 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1. Moran-Rowan from Stockton. Bats from the left side. outside corner for strike two. A bit of a slower strike signal by home plate umpire Mark Maciel. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 down here in the second. Tigers looking for their first base hit of the night as that pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Tigers have walked twice and struck out 3 times and make that 4 strikeouts now for Hawkins. So Tigers have had just 1 batter put the ball in play. No. Now 3 straight batters retired in a row via the strikeout. So that'll bring up shortstop Melanie Habib. Habib on the season batting 162. And a couple of nice plays defensively in the top half of the inning as that pitch is in there on the inside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1. A high fly ball. See if that finds its seats, and it does. Not a lot of foul territory behind home, and with the wind, thought maybe it would come back and Lindvall could make the catch, but unable to do so. Hawkins now adjusting her shoes before getting set for this 0-2 pitch. And now the 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Hawkins from Northern California, Anderson, California. Big time strikeout pitcher in high school, and that has continued now at Oregon. As the 1-2 pitch swung on a miss, down on strikes goes Habib. So Hawkins strikes out the side in the second after 2 innings. Ducks lead the Tigers 7-0 on PacificTigers.com.
Leading off the inning for the Ducks, the third baseman, number 00, Jenna Lilly.
We head to the top of the third inning. The 6, 7, 8 part of the Ducks order due up here against Megan Walters, who came in out of the bullpen in the second inning. Was able to get out of it without allowing any runs. Gave up a leadoff hit before a fielder's choice and a double play as that pitch is lined foul for strike 1. Lily hit a 3-run home run to right field in her first at-bat, her 3rd home run of the season. Now hitting .245, although certainly capable of even better. The Ducks' leading hitter last season was struggled here early on. This bunts it foul at the plate for strike 2. Lily, a sophomore from Ohio, fouls that one down the right field line. Listening to some previews of this weekend. Ducks certainly would like to try to get Lily back going, and Hawkins in the circle to have a good outing as Bourne snags that one and fires to first for out number 1. So for the first time tonight, the leadoff Duck batter is retired as Lily is retired 5-3.
For the Ducks, number 14, Haley Decker, first base.
As that'll bring up first baseman Haley Decker. Decker doubled and scored in the first. As the first pitch from Walters is in there for strike 1. Walters again fires in a strike, and now ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 bounce to Habib deep in the hole. She bobbles it. It's not going to have a play. So the Ducks will have a 1-out base runner on the E6.
The left fielder, number 21, Gwen Svekis.
Habib had to go a little bit to her right, but had she fielded cleanly, would have had plenty of time to throw out Decker, who is not the quickest base runner. And now pinch runner will replace Decker. First pitch to Savekis is in there for a called strike. Savekis doubled in a run in the first. It's the 0-1 fouled straight back. Walters has been outstanding, especially out of the bullpen this season. Before today, in 9 relief appearances for the Tigers, she's gone 1-1 with a save, while pitching 21 innings in relief with just a 2.0 ERA. As the 0-2 pitch misses for ball 1. Last weekend in Seattle, Walters picked up her first win of the season and of her career. And again, the Tigers won 4-3 against Boise State. And as that pitch is lined foul. Walters came on with no outs in the first after a tough night for Cassidy Gustafson in the circle. As the 1-2 pitch grounded into left field for a base hit. Oh, a nice piece of hitting there by Savekis, her second hit. And the Ducks will have runners on first and second with 1 out for Lauren Linville.
Now batting for Oregon, the second baseman, number 8, Lauren Linville.
Linville was retired for the final out of the first inning on a fly ball to the shortstop. Second baseman batting .342, first pitch swinging a high chopper that's going to get past Walters, and Habib will come up and field that and have no play. So the infield single for Linville, and the bases are loaded with the 1 out.
Batter for Oregon, right fielder number 9, Alyssa Gillespie.
So the bases are now loaded with just 1 out, and up comes Alyssa Gillespie, who is 2 for 2 already. Chance to add to the Ducks lead. Inning started with a ground ball out, and then a ground ball to Habib, who was unable to handle it for the E6. Back-to-back singles after that, the last coming on an infield base hit. Corner infield playing in as the 1-1 in there for strike two. Walter's not a huge strikeout pitcher, just 9 strikeouts on the season and threw 24 1/3 innings. And fly ball is going to land in shallow left field and will score a run. It really almost landed on the back of the infield dirt. As Habib and Bourne both playing in, and that allowed that bloop fly ball to land for a base hit. And so the Ducks with a run.
The shortstop, number 3, Nikki Udria.
And it's now 8-0 as Decker comes in to score, and the bases remain loaded. Gillespie now 3 for 3. And that'll bring up Nikki Udria. Udria is 1 for 2. Has hit the ball hard in both at-bats, the last coming a 2-run home run to left center. As the skies open up once again and the rain comes, sending umbrellas popping up. As a 1-0 pitch fouled at the plate for strike one. That run will be unearned to Walters as Decker had reached on the air. 1-1. Just misses the outside corner for ball 2. Oregon, 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Tigers, no runs, no hits, 1 error. As the count now goes to 3-1 as that pitch from Walters misses low. Bounce right back up the middle into center field. That'll score 1. The throw home not in time. The throw down the second goes off of the glove of Zapatozzi, allowing another runner to come in, and the runner from second to advance. So things just keep getting worse here for the Tigers as 3 runs will come in on that, and the Ducks now lead 11-0. Well, the throw home was not going to be in time to get Linval, and then trying to get Udria as she was headed to second. The throw went off of the glove of Zapatozzi and into right field, and that allowed another run to come in, and the Udria to end the at-bat standing on third base. It'll be a 2-run single. The 3rd run scoring will not be an RBI. And then an error, and there's a base hit into the gap. That will likely be extra bases as Costa is in the second with a stand-up double. So yet again, another extra base hit for the Ducks. After a 5-run first inning and 2-run second inning, another 5-run inning here for Oregon.
The batter, number 2, Danica Mercado.
Pitch bounces in the dirt, and Sellers unable to block it, and Costa will move up. At the plate is Danica Mercado, the junior infielder from Temecula, California. And she chases that 1-1 pitch for strike 2. Costa now at third on the wild pitch. And the 1-2 fouled straight back. So once again, first inning saw the Tigers get the first 2 outs of the inning with no one on before a 2-out rally led to 5 runs, and after a leadoff ground out and a chance for getting the first 2 outs of the inning, as that pitch will sail to the backstop off the glove of Sellers, and coming in to score is Costa, and it's now 13-0. A ground ball to short. Looked like it was going to be 2 up, 2 down to start the inning. Instead, an E6 allowed the batter to reach, and Tigers have not gotten an out since, as that pitch misses high. And the count now full. Full count pitch to Mercado, misses high for ball 4.
The batter for Oregon is the catcher, number 26, Janelle Lindvall.
This is the 6th time this season the Ducks have scored double-digit runs. They did have a 19-3 win in 5 innings earlier this season over Central Arkansas. 1-0 misses high for ball 2. Janelle Lindvall does not have a hit, and now time is called. And it looks like because of the rain coming down, they're going to signal for the tarp, and we'll see if there's any chance we will continue or not. We will take a brief break and be right back, as the rain has started to pour down from the sky, as the Ducks offense has been pouring it on here in Stockton, as through 2 1/3 innings, it's the Ducks leading 13-0, and we are in a rain delay here in Stockton. You're watching Pacific Softball on the Pacific Digital Network. Welcome back as we get set to resume after the brief rain delay. As the sun has started to peek out, although the rain still at times has come down, although let up from when it opened up. It started pouring about 15 to 20 minutes ago. So we resume with one out here in the top of the third. The Ducks already with 6 runs in. Janelle Linval at the plate with a 2-0 count. Mercado, the runner at first, as the 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. Inning started with a ground ball to third for an out, and then a ground ball to short that the Tigers misplayed. And since then, the Ducks have scored 6 runs and is heading down to first. With the walk is Linval.
The batter for Oregon is the third baseman, number 00, Jenna Lilly.
So up comes Jenna Lilly. Lilly is 1 for 2 with a home run as the first pitch from Walters to Lilly is in there for strike 1. One pitch misses for ball 1. One pitch misses outside for ball 2. Lilly grounded out to third in her last at bat, and that's a line drive into the gap in left center. That'll score at least 1, probably 2, and it'll just score the 1 as Linval will be held at third. So Lilly with her second extra base hit, a RBI double to center, and it's now 14-0 Oregon.
Your attention please, now hitting for Oregon, number 31, Cherish Burks.
So that'll bring up a pinch hitter, Cherish Burks. Burks is a freshman from Manteca. First pitch swinging, she hits that one into center field. That'll score a run. And the throw home, and now Burks will head down to second on the throw as Lilly was being held at third. Really no need to throw home, but the Tigers do, and that allows the pinch hitter Burks to head down to second. So the RBI single, second on the throw. And now runners on second and third and 1 out, and we're going to see probably the bench is empty. Yes. Looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter here for the Ducks.
Your attention please, pinch hitting for Oregon, number 6, April Utek.
So a freshman from Richland, Washington, April Utek will pinch hit here. That was the first pitch to Utek, misses for ball 1. Utek is 6 for 8 on the season, so 750. That's 1 triple, 2 home runs. 1-0 pitch, a called strike. One in there for strike 2. One-two pitch fouled off by the Ducks dugout. These two teams will play 2 games apiece tomorrow. Times for those games to be determined as the rain has started to pick up once again. I'm sure Oregon would like to try to almost stop scoring and just try to get this through 5 innings so it can be official. As come back to the circle. Walters will look back both base runners and then throw to first. So Utek is retired for out number 2. And she grounds out back to the circle
The second
and is
baseman
out
for
1-3.
Grace, Lauren Lindvall.
And now we will have another rain delay. So we'll see if this might be it or if we're going to be back. And it looks like not a rain delay. They're going to actually, not sure what they call, but we will head to the bottom of the third. Ducks lead 15-0. You're watching Pacific Softball on PacificTigers.com. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the third inning, and evidently the runner left early, which made it the third out of the inning. So, bit of confusion here in the press box on what exactly happened.
For the Tigers, right fielder number
With the
22,
rain coming down, almost wondered if that was going to be another rain delay, but it's not. So up comes Tony Santos to lead it off for the Tigers here in the third. The 9-1-2 part of the order due up as the first pitch from Hawkins misses for ball one. One 0, and that hits Santos in the leg. So Tigers, after 2 walks in the first inning, hit their first base runner since, as Santos, a leadoff hit by a pitch. So back to the top of the order, and Sarah Anderson. Anderson led off the bottom of the first, working a walk against Hawkins. As the first pitch to Anderson is in there for strike one. Tigers looking for their first hit of the night against the left-hander as that pitch gets by the catcher Lindvall into the backstop, and Santos will head down to second. So down to second goes Santos, and now the Tigers with a runner in scoring position. Tigers 0 for 3 with the runners in scoring position. As the 1-1 is a called strike. Anderson in the first walked and then reached second on a wild pitch, but that is where she ended after a fly out and a couple strikeouts by Sheridan Hawkins. As the 1-2 is on the inside corner, a called strike 3, the 6th strikeout of the night by Hawkins. As Anderson goes down looking for out number 1 here in the third.
The batter for the Tigers, the third baseman number 30, Molly Bourne.
That'll bring up Molly Bourne. Bourne, the lone Tiger to have put the ball in play. She popped up to second in her first at-bat. As the pitch from Hawkins is a called strike. Bourne on the season, hitting .204. 5 RBIs, 1 home run on the season as the 0-1, a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. A good rain coming down. We had a rain delay in the top half of this inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Misses high and a bit outside for ball 1. Hawkins sets, and the 1-2, a high fastball that Bourne chases and misses for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff hit by pitch.
The batter for the Tigers, number 7, Nicole Zapatosny.
So 7 strikeouts now on the night for Hawkins as Zapatosny steps in and takes a called strike. Zapatosny in her first at-bat fell behind 0-2 before working the count full and fouling off a few pitches before going down swinging. Hawkins' first strikeout of the night. And since recorded 6 more, 7 strikeouts on the night, and Zapatosny now once again falls behind 0-2. Oregon 15 runs on 15 hits and no errors. Tigers no runs, no hits, and 2 errors so far through 2 2/3. As the 0-2 pitch to Zapatosny misses outside for ball 1. Tigers looking for a base hit to potentially score a run as the 1-2 misses outside for ball 2. Zapatosny steps out and tries to try off the handle of her bat to get a better grip as the rain continues to fall. 2-2, swung on a miss, down on strikes goes Nicole Zapatosny. So Sheridan Hawkins strikes out the side. She now has 8 strikeouts on the night after 3 innings. Oregon leads Pacific 15-0 on PacificTigers.com. We head to the 4th inning here in Stockton. The number 7 ranked Oregon Ducks in front 15-0. 5-run first, 2 in the second, and an 8-run third inning.
Your attention, please. Defensive changes for the Tigers. Now at first base, number 25, Taylor Brink. And now catching number 19, Jessica Pasco.
Some defensive changes now for the Tigers. It's Taylor Brink on to play first, and Jessica Pasco behind home. As the rain really starting to come down once again. Playing umpire Mark Masso going over trying to get some dry softballs.
For Oregon, number 5, Sammy Fuentes.
Sammy Fuentes to lead off for Oregon as that pitch misses high for ball 1. No pitch in there, a called strike.
Hey, I got a question. Is she for the last inning when they had that run left early? So is this the same batter? Is she's in for Linval or is she in for the next inning?
As that pitch misses for ball 2.
I have her in at the top of the order. I don't know. I don't want it to mess up my lineup.
And there's a line drive base hit. So Puentes with the pinch hit base hit. And if you're keeping score at home, your lineup card will probably be a mess at this point. As now we're going to have Maddie Bishop pinch hit.
Yeah, she was.
She went in for Linval?
No, she was in for Gillespie.
So she was at the top of the order.
Yeah,
So this is the two hitter.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So this is Bishop pinch hitting for Udria.
Okay. Perfect.
So
Thank you so
Bishop
much.
pinch hitting for Udria. So both sides emptying the benches. Here is the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 back to the circle. The throw to second will not get Puentes as the throw was in the dirt and Habib unable to field it. And so we will have another
Number 16, Autumn Miller.
Another pinch hitter here as a freshman from Elk Grove, California, Autumn Miller will pinch hit. So she will pinch hit for Costa. Miller just her second at bat of the season officially, as that pitch is in the dirt and will bounce away from Pasco, so a wild pitch. And Puentes and Bishop both move up a base. Miller on the season 0 for 1, has scored a run, walked once, struck out once. Getting to bat here, a chance to drive in her first RBI of the season. Second and third, no outs. And that pitch is high and outside for ball 2. And we're going to have another runner left early for out number 1. So the pitch won't count. 1-0 count. And that's in there for strike 1. So it's like almost Oregon's trying to help the Tigers get out of the inning without allowing more runs, as that pitch misses high for ball 3. It's only second out in a row recorded via a runner leaving early. What a weird game this has been. And there's a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. Count now actually 2 balls, 2 strikes, as that one pitch didn't count. So now the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Miller goes down on strikes for out number 2. Once again, looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter, number 55, Jasmine Smithson Willett, a senior from Lake Elsinore. First pitch swing, a ground ball hit to second. Zapatosny will throw over to first for the final out. So that'll do it for the top of the fourth. We will take a break and be right back. Ducks in front, 15-0, OppositeTigers.com. Welcome back to Bill Simone Field as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Paul Meitzen, glad you've stuck it out here with us as the Tigers will have the 4, 5, 6 part of their order due up here in the fourth inning. As the rain continues to fall. And we're going to have a looks like a pinch hitter to lead off for the Tigers here. Or actually, it'll be Taylor Brink who will lead off. Brink came in defensively, replacing Lahners. The scorecards are a mess with defensive changes all over the field. So up comes Taylor Brink. Brink hitting 143 on the season. Her first at-bat here tonight is the first pitch from Hawkins, a called strike on the outside corner. Hawkins has recorded the last 8 outs via the strikeout. That's the 0-1, and that hits Brink on the hand. That's got to hurt, especially on a cold night like this. So the second inning in a row, the Tigers get a leadoff base runner via the hit by pitch. In fact, 3 of the first 4 innings now, the Tigers have had the leadoff runner reach base. As Anderson walked in the first to lead it off, and then Santos led off the third with a hit by pitch, and now Brink down to first on the hit by pitch, and so that'll bring up Jessica Pasco. Pasco came in defensively as well, and a big swing and a miss there for strike 1. Pasco 0 for 4 on the season, looking for her first hit of the season and the Tigers' first hit of the night, as the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Santos was hit by a pitch to start the third before Hawkins struck out the side after that. And now the 0-2 pitch, and Pasco chases that high pitch for strike 3. So another strikeout for Hawkins.
Now batting for the Tigers, designated player number 74, Cassidy Gustafson.
And that'll bring up Cassidy Gustafson. Gustafson is 0 for 1. She struck out to lead off the second inning. And she tries to bunt and bunts it foul. Hawkins now 9 strikeouts on the night. Entered the game leading the nation in strikeouts per 7 innings pitched. It's just over 10. You can almost have that. And again, that will likely not go 7 as that pitch is on the outside corner in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. And there's strikeout number 10 on the night for Hawkins as Gustafson goes down on 3 pitches. So back-to-back strikeout swings after the hit by pitch.
please. Pinch hitting for the Tigers, number 20, Taylor Covington.
So with 2 outs and a runner on, the pinch hitter now for the Tigers will be Taylor Covington. Covington on the season does not have a hit, 0 for 2. Does have a walk, scored a run. So she will get an at-bat here, looking to try to get the Tigers' first hit of the night. As she swings and misses for strike 1. At this point, Hawkins probably would be well advised to not give the Tigers anything to hit. The Tigers look like they're going to just go up and swing 3 straight times. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Brink, the runner at first. She led off the inning with a hit by pitch. Third of inning, the Tigers got a leadoff batter on, but they do not have a hit as the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Covington, the freshman from Los Alamitos. And the 1-2 pitch swung on a miss. So once again, Hawkins hits the first batter of the inning, but then strikes out the side after 4 innings. Ducks lead the Tigers 15-0 on PacificTigers.com. Lincoln Center is Stockton's premier shopping and dining destination. Enjoy boutique shopping, our award-winning restaurants, and family-friendly atmosphere. Conveniently located at Pacific Avenue and Benjamin Holt, less than 15 minutes from the University of the Pacific. Visit LincolnCenterShops.com for a list of stores that offer a discount to all UOP students. Lincoln Center, always in style. As we head to the 5th inning and likely the final inning of the night, as the Tigers trail 15-0.
The batter is number 2, Danica Mercado.
Danica Mercado will lead it off for the Ducks. Mercado walked and scored in the 3rd. Batting .385 on the season. As the first pitch from Walters is in there for strike 1. 0-1 pitch fouled off towards the Ducks on deck circle. A one hopper to third. Bourne will fire across for out number 1.
The batter, number 18, Stevie Joe Knapp.
So, another pinch hitter, Stevie Joe Knapp. And that pitch is in there for strike one. Stevie Joe Knapp on the season, hitting .375, 6 for 16, 5 RBIs. And that will be extra bases as it rolls all the way to the center field wall, and she will get into second base safely. So a 1-out double for the Ducks. And as we wait to see who the hitter is going to be once again.
The batter, number 24, Marissa Given.
So the next pinch hitter for the Ducks will be number 24, Marissa Given, a freshman from Salinas, California. Despite having just one game today, with their other game earlier today canceled, certainly a chance for a lot of players to see a bit of playing time here tonight. After this game is done, we'll find out at some point the schedule for the games tomorrow. Will likely be a bit earlier than originally planned to try to avoid weather concerns later in the day as the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Right back to the circle. A nice job there to chase the runner, and now a rundown, and they will get Knapp at third base for out number 2. So a nice job there by Walters as she fielded that line drive and turned around, had the runner frozen in between second and third, and gets Knapp at third for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 1, Daria Kavolina-Najad.
And that'll bring up a freshman from Omaha, Nebraska, Daria Kabali-Najad, making her 5th at-bat of the season. And first pitch swing, she lines that one past Bourne into left field. So first pitch swing, Kabali-Najad with her 2nd hit on the year. We'll see who that will bring up next. So
The batter for Oregon, number 6, April Utek.
So that'll bring up April Utek, who had a base hit earlier. And that pitch misses high for ball 1. It'll be the 8-9-1 part of the Tigers order due up in the 5th. They look to avoid going down without a hit, as the ball fielded at third and stepped on third for the final out of the top half. So for the second time tonight, the Ducks do not score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Ducks lead 15-0. You're watching Pacific Tigers softball on PacificTigers.com. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The likely final half inning of play here tonight,
Number 17, Caitlin Reynolds.
as the Tigers will have pinch hitter Caitlin Reynolds to lead off. The freshman from Washington will have the first chance here in the fifth to get the Tigers' first base hit of the night, as the first pitch from Hawkins to Reynolds misses outside for ball one. Since a pop-up in the infield for the first out in the first, Hawkins has retired 11 straight. Or I should say the last 11 outs have all come via the strikeout, as that pitch misses for ball two. Corner infield playing in, and then the 2-0 just hits the outside corner for strike one. Reynolds batting from the left side, and that pitch also able to hit the outside corner. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rain still falling a little bit, and down on strikes goes Reynolds. Strikeout number 12 on the night for Hawkins.
The batter for the Tigers, number 22, Tony Santos.
So that'll bring up Tony Santos. Santos reads on a hit by pitch to lead off the third inning. And she swings and misses on the first pitch for strike one. Infield playing very in. The 0-1, Santos chops it, snagged by the third baseman. The throw to first is dropped. So that'll be an E5 as Santos reaches base. So Tigers get a base runner, but do not get the hit, as Lily playing well in, snagged it, had plenty of time, and her throw was just low, and the first baseman was unable to hold on to it. So back to the top of the order, Sarah Anderson to step in as that pitch misses for ball one. Anderson reached on a walk in her first at-bat before striking out in her last at-bat. And swing and a miss there for strike one. So a decent amount of fans have stuck it through here tonight, as that pitch in there for strike two. And a rain delay during the top of the third inning. Saw the Ducks score 8 runs in the third to make it 15-0, which is what the score is currently. And the 1-2 outside for ball two. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. A runner on first, reached on the air. And the 2-2 just misses for ball three. So the count now full to Anderson. And Anderson lines it, and it's caught. The left fielder was playing well in and able to make the catch for out number 2. So Anderson, the best hit ball on the night by a Tiger, but right at the left fielder for out number 2. So Tigers down to their final out, looking for their first hit. Up comes Molly Bourne. Bourne, before that Anderson line drive, was the lone Tiger to make an out by putting a ball in play, as that's in there for strike one. Bourne 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. And the 0-1 fouled off over the Ducks dugout, and the Tigers now down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And it's lined just foul. Nearly finding the line for the Tigers' first base hit of the night. Now Hawkins will get a new softball. Hawkins, 12 strikeouts on the night. Has not allowed a hit. Now the 1-2 pitch once again. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. The 13th strikeout of the night. And Sheridan Hawkins has pitched a no-hitter. So a tough night for the Tigers on both sides. Ducks put together a 2-out rally in the first inning, scoring 5 runs for a early lead, added to it with 2 in the second, and then 8 more in the third to make it 15-0, and then a couple scoreless innings after that. A little help by the Ducks leaving the bases early a few times. So the final line scored, Oregon 15 runs, 18 hits, 1 error. They left 5 on base. Pacific, no runs, no hits, and 3 errors. They also left 5 on base. The win will go to Sheridan Hawkins as she pitched 5 innings of no-hit softball hitter night with 13 strikeouts. Well, the loss will go to Cassidy Gustafson. The Ducks, with the win, improved to 18-4. They have now won 10 straight, while the Tigers' 3-game winning streak comes to an end here tonight with the loss as they fall to 10-9. So we encourage you to check PacificTigers.com or follow at Pacific Softball on Twitter for updates on tomorrow's game time, as we will likely have the games moved up a little bit from the original schedule to make sure we can get them in before some weather issues later in the day. So that'll do it here tonight. So for Corey Crawley, I am Paul Weiss. I'm glad he could join us, as unfortunately the results not quite what we were hoped, as the Oregon Ducks defeat the Pacific Tigers 15-0. This was Pacific Softball on the Pacific Digital Network.